Hey guys, welcome to Nerdist News, brought to you by the brand new movie Slight in theaters today. Like right frickin' now. Wonder Woman, all the world's waiting for you and the news we possess on today's Nerdist News. Na 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 na, fighting for your rights. Guys, we are just a little over a month away from the release of Wonder Woman, and no need for a magic lasso to get the truth out of us. We are stoked. Diana Prince's first big-budget, big-screen blockbuster is long overdue, and you better believe we're gonna be there opening day with our tiaras on and our gauntlets raised high. Of course, if you find yourself a little surprised to discover that Wonder Woman will be here so soon, June 2nd to be exact, you're not alone. DC has come under a bit of criticism over the last few days for supposedly not being as generous with their Wonder Woman marketing as they have been with some of their other films. Case in point, have you seen any images of Wonder Woman's bad guy? Can you even tell me who the bad guy is going to be? By this point in Suicide Squad's marketing campaign, most of us had images of Jared Leto's Joker permanently tattooed into our brains. Why has Wonder Woman's big bad remained so mysteriously MIA? Well, that thankfully changed this morning when, possibly in response to some of the backlash, DC released a brand new TV spot for Wonder Woman that offered us a first glimpse at her enemy numero uno, Ares. And by the way, when we say glimpse, we literally mean glimpse. All in all, the Greek god of war gets less than a second and a half of screen time, all shot from behind. But nonetheless, there he is with his armored glove and horned helmet, trying to bring the pain down on the Princess of Truth. Now, we have gotten some slightly better looks at Ares recently, thanks to a few toy spoilers. Here he is showing off his new ride on a piece of Hot Wheels packaging, and here he is again in Lego Mega figure form, suggesting at some point in the film he's gonna get his Ant-Man on. But still, as we mentioned up top, these are relatively small glimpses compared to the huge rollouts the villains usually get as the marketing for most superhero movies ramps up. So why keep Ares in the shadows? Well, offering DC some benefit of the doubt, it might just be that they know Ares is not the main attraction here. Instead, their ads have been playing up the hero, the first female to headline a movie in the modern superhero era, and the film's unique World War I period setting. But more likely, the reason we're seeing so little of Ares is that revealing his true identity would spoil a big plot point. And if you don't want to get potentially spoiled yourself, this would be a good time to turn away. Alright, so for some time we've known that Wonder Woman's story would involve Diana heading to the world of men to find Ares, who she assumes has taken on a new identity to secretly influence the events of the First World War. For a while, we all assumed that secret identity would be revealed as Danny Huston's villainous Erich Ludendorff, a German general experimenting with chemical warfare. But new reports suggest that Huston will actually be a red herring and that Ares' actual human alter ego will be Sir Patrick Morgan, as played by Professor Lupin himself, David Thewlis. You can actually see him here in another recently released TV spot introducing himself to Diana in her new turn-of-the-century civilian threads. In the story, Morgan is an advocate for peace sitting on the British War Council, but if the reports from sources such as Screen Rant are to be believed, that's just a front, and he's really using his position to bring about the destruction of all humanity. And from a certain philosophical standpoint, this would make total sense. In the Wonder Woman mythos, Ares is always at the front lines of war, wherever the death and destruction is the worst. But World War I was a true turning point in the history of modern warfare. With the advent of new forms of fighting, including bombings and chemical weapons, it can be argued that most of the big destructive decisions weren't being made in the heat of battle, but by men far away from the actual action. So why wouldn't Ares nestle himself in a position of power where, with a little clever manipulation, he could inflict all sorts of mayhem? But what do you guys think? Is the prim and proper Thewlis actually hiding a horned helmet or two in his closet? And if not, who do you think Ares will turn out to be? And most importantly, have you made your plans for June 2nd yet? Because if they don't involve seeing Wonder Woman, then it's time to seriously rearrange your priorities. Let's discuss. And one last big thank you to our sponsor, Slight, in theaters today. Slight is the story of a teenage street magician forced into a life of crime after his parents pass and he's the only one left to care for his little sister. But when his sister gets kidnapped, he has to rely on his brilliant mind and amazing magic to save the day. Slight is fun, it's exciting, and it's perfect for anyone looking for something new and original in their genre films. Plus, it's from the same people that brought you Get Out, so you know it's all people are going to be talking about on Facebook next Monday. Make sure and check it out now because you know the spoilers are coming. That's Slight in theaters today. Also, be sure to check out our live daily show, Nerdist News Talks Back. We break down the day's biggest stories, talk to the fans, and generally just have a good time. You can check us out Monday through Friday at 1 o'clock p.m. PST on YouTube and ProjectAlpha.com.